Gang, it's July the 19th. That would make it a Friday. The weekend is here. First week of the new cycle is almost down, but of course it can't end without snatching. So if you came for Olympic weightlifting this cycle, then you get it today in its proper form. Not only in its proper form, but like in the broken down as complexes form, where we can really focus on particular parts of the movement. Today we're going to do some pulls, we're going to do some below the knee snatches, we're going to work on keeping the barbell nice and close, and then we'll give you some doubles. Not too much volume really, but like let's wet our beak a little bit with snatches. Let's get back into the swing of things with them. Let's remember how to do them, right? But of course we can parlay that into performance. We can do even more snatching in the WOD as we have for you today. So let's just tell you what it is first. Today is a 4-time workout. It is a triplet. It is 2 barbell movements, snatch related, and then some double unders for those of you who are, well, for everyone, but specifically calling out those of you who are participating in the double under drills that we've got for you this month, the double under contest, one way or the other, working on double unders. Because here's the thing about today's workout. It should be a quick one, but it's particularly daunting for people who are really starting to chip away at double unders, because it's a total volume of 150 of them, and it and has a time cap, so it really begs you to like string them together, try to be consistent, and go to work. But the workout itself, it is 9-9-50, 7-7-50, 5-5-50, where those 50s are always double unders, and then the other numbers, those odd numbers, are power snatch, overhead squat. So 9 power snatches, 9 overhead squats, 50 double unders. 7 power snatches, 7 overhead squats, 50 double unders. You get the point. So it's only 21 of each of those movements and a 12-minute cap. So it's one of those workouts where we have to say how you modify or how much loading you put on the bar really does depend on how much time are you going to have. And how much time you're going to have depends on how good are you at jump rope. How hard are you going to have to work at double unders? Are you someone who's going to, be gung-ho about, I got to do this as RX today, as RX double unders, and it might take me a while, and therefore I'm going to have less time on the barbell? That could be you. Or you could be incredible at double unders, know for sure you're never going to trip up on it, you can do a set of 50 in your sleep, and you are therefore hoping to challenge yourself with a heavier barbell because you'll have the time to do it under that 12-minute cap. So you're one of those two parties. Those are the extremes, or most likely you're somewhere in between. So let's just talk about appropriate barbell loading. You may have noticed anyway, that on snatch days, some snatch days, we don't give a no heavier than weight. And that is for one very specific reason, and that is because I am not good at snatching. So I don't want to, like, a lot of times the no heavier than weight is just whatever I did, and or whatever I felt like I could do, and we'll cap it there. For most movements, that's fine. For snatching, it's not. Many of you guys are better at snatching than me. Everybody's better at snatching than me. I don't like it. No, it's a love-hate thing. But in any case, the point is, let's just let's try to thread a needle here for appropriate barbell loading. It should be something that you could touch and go. Are we saying unbroken touch and go? We are not saying unbroken touch and go. Just that you could touch and go it, right? And then the other thing is, you should probably be able to do, and I'm talking about the snatch, the overhead squats, you should probably be able to do any of those numbers, 9, 7, 5, unbroken. Am I saying you're definitely going unbroken today? No, I am not. But especially in a workout like this, DT style, it is so painful to have to put the barbell down on the overhead squat, because it just means you're going to have to snatch it again, and you thought you were done with that. So, even though the snatches may take you a little bit of time, we hope that the overhead squats are at least a weight that you think you can go unbroken with. All right, so that's a little bit to chew on. Another thing I have to say is that, because anytime the Ollie cycle is here, anytime we've got both snatching and overhead squats in a WOD, I have to say this: we absolutely need to be getting depth on overhead squats. We have to. And because I'll say 92% of us at the gym should be getting depth on these overhead squats, and then the other 8% should be getting damn near close. So what does that mean? It means that there are probably some people who are going to use one barbell for the power snatch and then a different barbell for the overhead squats, or a PVC for the overhead squats, just to make sure that you're meeting depth and good technique and not putting yourself at risk. The other thing is, for everyone else, this ought to be, and really, we're kind of going to mandate it, the kind of DT strategy where the last power snatch needs to be able to go right into overhead squats, and that's what that's how it worked for me. So I just finished this one up. 115 was what I went with on the loading, based on, I let feel dictate load today. Like I did the strength work and got it. It was feeling okay at 115. I don't think 135 was gonna cut it for me today, especially with the overhead squats. So 115 it was. My overhead squats were unbroken. I could touch and go to 115. I did some singles here, like really fast singles here or there, just because of my back. And then, I maybe could have gone heavier because my double unders were always unbroken. So my time was 6:09. That's a pretty short workout. Don't worry, I got a long one for you on Saturday. All right, have fun.